Heyo, I'm Colby from Sanitarian Productions. We're back again with another G.I. Joe action figure review. Today we're taking a look at the 30th anniversary Sgt Stalker figure. So the figure itself comes in this really cool packaged, it's the 30th anniversary package art, I guess. I've always liked the design that they're using with this, and also the integrated design into the actual bubble itself. Very cool looking. They've got some nice artwork here of Stalker. They've kind of redone the character in more of his Resolute version. So he's got the dreadlocks and everything here, but it's still a cool looking figure. Flipping it over, we've got the character art here on the back, as well as some of the other figures in the line, and the file card here. So pretty traditional 30th anniversary release. It looks nice also, so it's always a bonus. But we're here to open it up, so let's go ahead and do that. Surprisingly enough, they've actually released a lot of figures for the character Stalker, or Sergeant Stalker as they're referring to him nowadays. Though most of them have been pretty similar anyways. There's been a lot of like redecos and things like that. So yeah. In the package you can see a couple of things popped out here. We've got the figure stand. We've got this cool little insert here, which we haven't seen many of these in the 30th anniversary line anyways. They had a lot of these in the movie lines. Actually, I guess we did have quite a few of these in the 30th anniversary as well. So we have some of the cool characters going on right here. And flipping it over, the poster here is the Arctic Threat version. You can see a snow job there in the foreground, and looks like Destro in the background, and that cool ice saber, ice cutter vehicle. So yeah, that's a pretty cool poster. It's a shame that it's all wrinkled. I may take the time to, at some point, show y'all how to get rid of those wrinkles a little bit better and make it actually into kind of framed artwork or something, but that's for another day. The big knife here has already popped out of the packaging, so we've got a knife. Cool little machine gun. Stalker himself. A knife that popped loose out of his holster. And a little pistol. So yeah, quite a few accessories here. We'll go ahead and zoom in on this thing and take a closer look. We'll start off as normal with the figure stand itself, the battle stand as it used to be known. Traditional G.I. Joe 25th anniversary kind of release. Character art on the front. Sorry, not the character, the code name on the front. The raised G.I. Joe logo on the top. 2 foot pegs. And everything else is pretty standard here, so awesome. We're going to start with the figure this time instead of the accessories. Simply because it'll be easier to show you where everything goes here after the fact. So the figure itself is a nice looking figure. Nice paint job. The eyes look a little bit weird to me. I don't know if we can get a good zoom in on that or not. Look a little off, but nothing too bad there. I do like the dreadlocks there. Looks pretty cool. A lot of cool detail work in all the rest of his web gear. Lots of little pouches and clips and little metal pieces here, there, and about. Really cool. Uses the same lower half sculpt as some of the other 30th anniversary releases, so lots of detail work on that. And I've always liked the way this particular sculpt turns out. And the camo pattern here is pretty nice. It's really kind of a subdued version of the colors that we traditionally associate with Stalker anyways. So it works out pretty well. I'm still anxious to some point get one of the Arctic versions of Stalker from the original vintage line with his canoe. So maybe one of these days we'll get a new version of that. Articulation wise, the head does turn 360 degrees. Plenty of up and down motion as well. The hair piece that's sculpted on doesn't really hamper anything whatsoever, so nice there. Traditional ball and swivel at the shoulder joint, a ball and swivel at the elbow, and just a regular, nope, it's got side to side too. So we've got swivel and side to side motion on the hand joint, so pretty cool there. We've got the traditional chest articulation, so it moves side to side, and it has the ab crunch feature, although there's not a lot of motion in this particular figure. It's not really being hampered by the web gear, luckily. It's just one of those that doesn't have a whole lot of range of motion in the chest articulation, but no big deal. Traditional T-hook for the waist and the hips. Full range of motion. Very nice there. Nothing hampering anything, even with his big bulky web gear there. Got the double knee joint going on right there. And traditional swivel and rocker on the feet. So all in all, very awesome looking. Let's move on to the accessories here. You'll notice on his side he does have a holster for a pistol, which actually comes with the pistol. We'll review it here in a second. Another little extra holding place for the silencer for that pistol. He also has a sheath on his boot here for his knife, and another sheath on his side for his larger knife. So lots of cool spaces to do stuff with. So let's move on and take a look at the accessories themselves. First up, we've got the traditional kind of submachine gun that we saw with the original vintage line Duke, and I think he came with Stalker as well, so it's nice to kind of see this original traditional machine gun here. Fits easily enough in his hand. It's got the nice stock on the side of it. Just works really well, and a nice characteristic of the Stalker figure itself, or the character. Pretty cool. Let's see, which one do we want to start with? Let's go with the pistol that came out of the holster first. If I can get it picked up here. A lot of really nice detail work on this thing. And we'll mention that it does also come with the silencer adaptation piece. So you just take the silencer and just slide it over the barrel, and you've got that cool silenced pistol going on there. It's nice that they made it so that it is removable, and it does fit really well into the actual holster on the side. Slide it in there, it fits nice and snug. And then the silencer itself can just pop in that little hole right there on his holster. You can use that as a little flashlight also if you want, which is sometimes what I do. But it is meant to be a silencer. That's the way it goes. We've got this little combat knife right here. It's very nice. Some small detail work on the handle. Nothing else really much going on. But it does fit into the sheath here on his side. Pop that in place if I can get it to cooperate. And press down on it to secure it in there, and then it won't be falling out like the silencer just did. There we go. The other knife we have here, this small machete. Not really much going on it, detail-wise. Still a pretty nice little machete here. And it'll fit into the sheath on his side here very easily, so stick it in there and you're good to go. We also have this larger looking machete knife thingy, which has, as you'll notice, a peg on the back of it. What you can do here is peg that into his shoulder, somehow kind of tilt him a little bit forward and pull that web gear down a little bit, and it'll slide right into the, whoops, underneath his web gear here. It's a little difficult to get because, again, his web gear is kind of in the way here, and his hair doesn't make it any easier, that's for sure. Just kind of stick it in there and peg it in, and it's basically acts as a little sheath on his back. So you got a backpack and everything at that point. And you can rotate it around a little bit so that it doesn't catch on his hair or anything like that. And he can carry it around with him. The other accessory he has is another little pistol. Again, this one has a lot of detail work going on it. If I can get the light to flash on those details here. Pretty traditional pistol though, so nothing major there. Unfortunately, he does not have another holster for that pistol, so you kind of have to just carry it around like so. Not the end of the world, that's for certain. So all in all, pretty cool. He can carry all his gear, which is a bonus. And it's nice that they have all the little holsters and sheaths and everything for all his accessories. So yeah, really cool figure. All in all, I would say this was one of the better versions of Stalker we've seen so far. So if you don't already have a plethora of Stalker figures, you'll definitely want to pick this one up. It's highly recommended for that. The face sculpt is a little off, but not too terribly bad. And again, I do like the camo pattern they chose for this one, so it works out well for that. That's all the time we've got for today, so thanks for watching. Drop some comments down below. Let us know what you think of this figure. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and be on the lookout for more action figure reviews coming down the pipe. Till next time, Yo Joe.